Shy and didn't want to speak up that you don't know what Hunger Games is. At least the Hunger Games that we're doing, essentially we took 48 players from the Smash New Brunswick scene, we put them into a simulator, and I had to scam it a little bit because I had to choose who won and who the top 12 were, but everything else is random. But it's a lot of fun, so basically we're gonna have 48 players enter. 36 random people are just gonna die throughout, and then we're gonna have a final top 12. Those are gonna be our PR players. Basically the first person to die in the top 12 is gonna be honorable mention number 2, the next one's honorable mention number 1, all the way up until somebody wins, and it's the person that's number 1 on the PR. And I do want to preface, because some of the ways that people die are kind of fucked up or mean, so I just want to make sure you guys know it's all just some fun, it's not targeted or anything like that. Just want to make that very clear from the get-go. These are the nominees, everybody that's playing. We got like a pretty good mix of Fredericton, Moncton, St. John, Miramichi. I even managed to find a Bathurst player to throw in there. And that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to go through it. Some of them are going to be funny, some of them are just going to be boring things that just happen. We'll be starting with day 1, the bloodbath. 48 players remain. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Sea Salt runs away from the cornucopia. Captain Clutch, Z Majora, and Killam.exe work together to get as many items as possible. Cheeseman 58 finds a hammer. Jen Rule runs away from the cornucopia. S.J. Riker snatches a legendary Daybreak perk and makes a run for it. Cake of Good Things and Expired Taco fight for the bag. Cake of Good Things gets outplayed and runs away. Walzer retrieves a banana gun from inside the cornucopia. Light runs away from the cornucopia. Theod runs into the cornucopia and hides. Dr. Toon runs from the cornucopia. Boutoir de Paul runs away from the cornucopia. Fine Turks runs away from the cornucopia. GDL finds a bag of bomb-bombs. Salty runs away from the cornucopia. Jeremy Tassé and Shucky fight for the bag. Jeremy Tassé gets outplayed and runs away. Midnights runs away from the cornucopia. Sherlock and Mitsuki fight for the bag. Mitsuki gets outplayed and runs away. Narcolepsy runs away from the cornucopia. Sorry, I saw my shadow and now I see it. Now I'm going to be self-conscious about my shadow being unprotected the whole time. Tequizwa runs away from the cornucopia. Bogmeyer runs away from the cornucopia. Neb runs away from the... We got a lot of campers here, don't we? Killer Queen runs away from the cornucopia. Bocce's also receives a banana gun from inside the cornucopia. Robopuppies grabs a super scope. So it's like the gun. Midas runs away from the cornucopia. ShaaawnCena runs away from the cornucopia. The B5 runs away from the cornucopia. That guy runs into the cornucopia and hides. Soifik? Is that... Sofik? If he was here, I'd ask him. Pixels Aplenty runs away from the cornucopia. Catalyst runs away. Joe finds a hammer. Bunny Bun runs away. So unplugs Moonshot's controller. Moonshot's the first one dead. Lunchy and Jin 2v1 Bernie Brando unsuccessfully. Thought they could fuck with the TO. They both lost. Now they're both dead.
He said he rigged them.
Squidney runs from the cornucopia. Solar Flare runs from the cornucopia. Famous and Wharfy fight for the bag. Wharfy gets outplayed and runs away. So that's the end of the bloodbath. We're moving into the rest of day 1. 45 players remain. General injures themselves. I don't think anybody was near you. You just, like you ran into the cornucopia or something. Jeremy Tassé rushes down Famous, but nothing happens. Joe hunts for other tributes.
Joe with the hammer?
Bloodlusted. Sherlock defeats Bunny Bun in a fight, but spares their life.
Oh. Come on, finish the job.
Explores the arena. Midnight fixes their controller. Mitski and Cheeseman 58 fight Killam.exe and Theode. Killam.exe and Theode survive, which means Mitski and Cheeseman are dead. ShaaawnCena overhears Light and Sea Salt talking in the distance. Ooh. Bob Gotham and Neb work for the day. That's an unlikely pair. Salty backdashes Midas's advances. Bogmeyer steals from Squidney while they aren't looking. Soif and Bachis work together for the day. Fine Turks practices their combos. Tekwizwa hops into the training room and practices kill confirms. Z Majora overhears Marcolepsy and Shucky talking in the distance. The B5 and Dr. Toon work together for the day. Robopuppies overhears SJ Riker and Habascaba talking in the distance. There's some St. John collusion going over there. Robopuppies is missing out. GDL practices their combos. Maybe in Rivals, I don't know about that one. Boutoir de Pult considers picking up a new character. Killer Queen overhears Captain Clutch and Expired Taco talking in the distance. Walzer practices their combos. And that's what I'm saying, he just presses A at the bad guy. Pixels aplenty, backdashes, sows advances. Solar Flare, Cake of Good Things, and Bernie Brando hunt for other tributes. Catalyst travels to higher ground. Not a lot's happened just yet, but trust me, a lot will happen soon. But 5 controller spikes can be heard in the distance as we pay tribute to the fallen. We've lost Moonshot, Lunchy, Jin, Mitski, and Cheeseman 58 along the way, or 6'7", Toy Chica Lover 6'7", whatever he wants to be called. Night 1. 43 players remain. Marcolepsy passes out from grinding all day. Cake of Good Things and Sea Salt run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Bogmeyer, Z Majora, and Theo discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. So convinces Walzer to snuggle together. Aww. Wharfy tends to Light's wounds. The B5 accidentally activated an assist trophy, which ended up summoning the moon! Bachis, Jeremy Tassé, and the B5 died, while Salty and SJ Riker survived. The moon from Majora's Mask.
The moon!
Famous tends to find Turk's wounds.
Get it?
Habascaba, Bunny Bun, and Midas sleep in shifts. Catalyst feels like they fell off. It's like ever since Expired Taco went over to Fredericton, just it ruined every bracket for him. Killam.exe, Tekwizwa, Bob Gotham, and Pixels Aplenty tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. ShaaawnCena and GDL tell stories about themselves to each other.
Hey, what's up, man?
Sherlock sees a fire but stays hidden. Killer Queen, Dr. Toon, Ned and Squidney, and that's a lot of people. Okay, Captain Clutch sleep in shifts. John Rule is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Yeah, bro's having a rough games. Bro can't do nothing. Robopuppies and Boutoir de Pult tell stories about themselves to each other. Expired Taco convinces Shucky to snuggle together.
No, not face cam.
Joe gives Midnight's the look. Bernie and Soph talk about tributes that are still alive. Solar Flare cries himself to sleep. Day 2. 40 players remain. Triumphantly kills them both. They're sitting next to each other. That's awkward. Wharfie discovers a river. Cool, man. Famous diverts Captain Clutch's attention and runs away. Walzer receives a rocket belt from an unknown sponsor because he needs to recover more, I guess. I don't know. 20 jumps wasn't enough. Solar Flare dies from hunger. That's why he was crying last night. He was so hungry. They got nothing in Bathurst. Poor guy's all alone. Theo considers picking up a new character. Neb goes hunting. Bob Gotham searches for some ice to climb. Midnight's backdashes Bernie's advances. Catalyst discovers a new 0 to death.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's 6 players here. Something big might happen. Fine Turks, Expired Taco, and So get into a heated moment with Light, Sea Salt, and Bunny Bun, but nothing actually ends up happening. Z Majora, ShaaawnCena, and TechWizwa hunt for other tributes. Joe sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Narcolepsy discovers a river. Squidney goes hunting. So you guys remember when I said some stuff was about to happen? We have an arena event. Ooh, pretend there's like air horns and shit. I don't have production for this. Nintendo copyright ninjas arrive at the venue. Light avoids any problems. Famous avoids any problems. Bot Gotham avoids any problems. Z Majora snitches on TechWizwa to the Nintendo ninjas, and TechWizwa dies. Pixels Aplenty avoids problems. GDL is hit with a cease and desist. Caught you playing HDR, that's not allowed. Fine Turk snitches on narcolepsy to the ninjas. Get out! SJ Riker is hit with a cease and desist. They saw his Smash Bros cover, whatever it was, Lifelite? I think he did a cover of that song. Yeah. Theo has a panic attack and dies.
Yeah?
Killin.exe avoids any problems. Catalyst avoids problems. General avoids problems. Keiko Good Thing snitches on Sea Salt to the Nintendo ninjas. Fredericton enemy number 1 now. Midas avoids problems. Shucky avoids problems. Midnight's avoids problems. Neb has a panic attack and dies.
Oh. That's also a big one.
Bogmeyer avoids any problems. Masahiro Sakurai himself kills Bernie with a brain blast. That's what I get for trying to have fun with this game at tournaments. Robopuppies has a panic attack and dies. Boutoir Nepal has a panic attack and dies. This is what I was talking about by fuck up. I was expecting like 1 or 2 panic attacks. I wasn't expecting mass hysteria. Bunny Bun avoids any problems. She plays Steve. She's Nintendo's favorite. So avoids any problems. ShaaawnCena avoids any problems. Captain Clutch is hit with a cease and desist. Walzer avoids any problems. Squidney avoids problems. Itaku avoids problems. Wharfie snitches on Joe to the Nintendo ninjas.
What did Joe do?
Maybe he's a Moo fan. And Salty avoids problems. So that's the end of the Nintendo event. 21 controller spikes can be heard in the venue as we pay respects to the fallen.
Joe, known for spiking his controller. True.
Who? Kill Bert? No? I think he died before the Nintendo attack. Well, we can go back.
No, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. No.
Oh shit, maybe I forgot to put it in. Well, you died. Hate to break it to you.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
Night 2, 22 players remain. Kill.exe, Midnight, Zemajora, Salty, and Warfy. Track down and kill King of Good Things. That was for snitching on Sea Salt. They're Sea Salt fans. It's all Moncton players plus Zemajora, but they're in the Caden fan club. Bunny Bun sets up camp for the night. Yeah, that makes sense. Famous fends ShaaawnCena, So, and Jen Rule from the tech that they've been working on. Fine Terps thinks about home. All the way over in Saint-Marie. Light lets Pixels Aplenty into their shelter. Expired Taco tends to Catalyst's wounds. Midas, Shucky, Walzer, and Squidney sleep in shifts. Bogmeyer dies from hypothermia. I got bad news, guys. Bob Gotham dies from hypothermia. He found some ice to climb, the ice was too cold. But he bought those jackets off of Temu, I don't know, guys. I didn't write the script.
What the fuck?
Day 3, 19 players remain. Walzer diverts So's attention and runs away. Salty begs for Killam to kill them. Killam refuses, keeping Salty alive. I didn't realize how much of a tongue twister that was going to be. Warfy is cracking under the pressure. Famous, Jen Rule, Fine Terps, Midnights, and ShaaawnCena hunt for other tributes. Bunny Bun attacks Expired Taco, but Catalyst protects him and kills Bunny Bun in retaliation. Damn, you guys. Midas receives a banana peel from an unknown sponsor. Zemajora practices their combos. We asked the same question with Jigglypuff, what combos? Shucky and Light work together for the day. Pixels Aplenty hunts for other tributes. Squidney receives a crate from an unknown sponsor. Pay respects to the fallen again. We got 4 controller spikes heard throughout the whole venue. Night 3, 18 players remain. Shucky and Walzer track down to kill Killam.exe. If you've been on Twitter for the last month, that is an unlikely duo. Expired Taco tends to his wounds. Midas climbs a tree to rest.
Is Taco a nurse or something?
Warfy and Famous run into each other and decide to truce for the night. So and Jen Rule tell stories about themselves to each other. Fine Terps thinks about winning. Zemajora, Midnight, Salty, and Catalyst tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Pixels Aplenty tends to their wounds. Squidney and Sean huddle for warmth. Aww. Light climbs a tree to rest. Day 4, 17 players remain. Shucky tends to Squidney's wounds. Midas diverts Fine Terp's attention and runs away. Zemajora dies from hunger. I don't know what the hell 2D object has to eat, but Pixels Aplenty explores the arena. Light, Famous, So, and Walzer track down and kill Salty. Half the damn PR just went after this one Pac-Man. They saw that clip earlier and they were like, this needs to end now. ShaaawnCena builds a 3-block wall I put that in the simulation, hoping Bunny Bun would get it, but Catalyst took care of her a little bit earlier than I was hoping. So. Warfy does unspeakable things to Midnight. He dies. Warfy has taken out both of the Dornier Kings. Expired Taco discovers a new 0 to death. Catalyst goes hunting. And John Rule receives a rocket belt. We got both pink puffballs with infinite jumps, infinitely jumping more. Pay respects to the spiked controllers. Night 4. 14 players remain. We have 2 players to kill until we're into the PR section. ShaaawnCena watches So cry themselves to sleep and laughs. He's been in the game for like 4 days. Catalyst, Expired Taco, and Warfy start fighting, but Catalyst runs away as Expired Taco kills Warfy. Expired Taco's a Donaire Kings fan, but Catalyst has seen too much of the Donaire Kings.
Catalyst does not like a donut.
Famous quietly hums. Shucky tries to sing themselves to sleep. Squidney, John Rule, Light, and Pixels Aplenty tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. It is way past Midas' bedtime. Walser thinks about winning. Fine Terps chokes on their pride and dies. Yeah, thought about winning yesterday and then he choked. What a tragedy. So now we've got the next arena event. It is the Feast. This is not a Smash specific thing, it's a Hunger Games specific thing, but that brings us into our 12 remaining PR players for 2025 Season 2. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the Tribune's families. Squidney gathers as much food as they can into a bag before fleeing. Jen Rule gets reversaled off stage by Light and dies. Expired Taco decides not to go to the feast. Famous steals Catalyst's memoirs. What a bitch. It's like Sea-Salt's from the grave trying to reach out to Catalyst and Keith said no. Midas decides not to go to the feast. Shucky decides not to go. Walzer comically slips on a banana peel and dies. Is that your banana peel? So decides not to go to the feast. ShaaawnCena gets jumped by a level 9 Pontius CPU. Pixels Aplenty decides not to go to the feast. So from what I can gather, going to the feast was a bad idea because almost everybody that went died or had their shit stolen. Day 5. 9 PR players remain. Famous bleeds out due to unrelated, untreated injuries immediately after stealing Catalyst's memoirs. Light forces Pixels Aplenty to kill Squidney or Shucky. She decides to kill Squidney. Squidney died. Catalyst diverts So's attention and runs away. Expired Taco thinks about home. Midas explores the arena. 7 controller spikes can be heard across the venue, but we have John Rule, who's in the venue as an honorable mention on the PR, so give it up for him. First time being an honorable mention in the conversation. We got Walzer HM1, ShaaawnCena at number 10 on the PR, and then 2 more players that just aren't here, but Famous and Squidney, so let's give it up for those players. Got night 5, 7 PR players remain. Expired Taco lets Catalyst into their shelter. Shucky, Pixels Aplenty, and So discuss the games and what might happen. Light starts a fire. Midas sees a fire in the distance, but stays hidden.
I found Cam.
Yeah. So we're down to the point where there's not a lot of players, so I put a couple of, so this is the end of night 1, and next day is going to be on the next slide here. So day 6, that's a lot of players. Expired Taco, Shucky, Light, and Catalyst track down and kill Pixels Aplenty. Midas tries climbing a tree, but slipped and fell to their death. You also tried climbing a tree earlier to rest. Yeah, you're 50-50 for climbing trees. Also, there was supposed to be a gap there, but I guess I forgot. So bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oil everywhere. 3 controller spikes can be heard across the venue, but give it up for Pixels Aplenty at number 7, Midas at number 6, and So at number 5 on the PR. We're getting into night 6. We're in the final 4. 4 PR players remain. Catalyst attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Shucky tries to sing himself to sleep again. Expired Taco watches Light cry himself to sleep and laughs. That's the end of night 6. We're moving into day 7. Expired Taco receives a banana peel from an unknown sponsor. That sounds like appropriation or something like that. Who did that? Catalyst practices their combos. Again? Light thinks about home. Shucky dies from thirst. I didn't choose these stats, so I wish they were better. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the last couple are kind of lame. Well, the last one's kind of hype, but a controller spike can be heard across the venue. But Shucky, give it up for Shucky at number 4 on the PR. As we go into night 6. The last couple of deaths, I don't have one of these screens, so we're just gonna have to pretend. Night 6. 3 PR players remain.
Suspense.
Light dies from hypothermia. Catalyst accidentally sets off a PAL block in their base while sleeping, which sets off every explosion they hoarded in a 50 meter radius and dies, which means Expired Taco is number 1 in the SmashNB PR. With Light at number 3 and Catalyst at number 2, because I didn't get the death screen. And we put together a really, like the Hunger Games was one thing, but we put together a nice graphic here. I got my roommate to do, he's an artist. He put together some actual art rather than me just like doing whatever embarrassment I've been doing the last couple of years. I still did some clip art, but I think it's actually really nice. Are any of you guys Hollow Knight Silk Song fans? Yeah, and that's it. That's our Hunger Games. That's our PR. Give it up for everybody that made it this year. There was a lot of work that was put into their efforts this year. So it's really glad. I really hope we have a good competitive 2026. I know Smash Ultimate's kind of on the decline in a lot of people's mind, but as long as we're going to keep running events, we really hope that a lot of you guys keep coming out to them. I know me and Theo, we're going to be working our asses off forever. I'm trying to retire sometime in the future, but let's be honest, that's never going to happen. So that's never going to happen. So we're going to give it up, and I hope to see you guys in Tomorrowland 2026. And give me a couple minutes and we'll start the randoms bracket, the melee bracket.
Thanks for watching. It's your boy ShaaawnCena signing